Hello guys, in this course we are learning about the plasma membrane structure from the unit of cell biology. Now we are going to learn in this video about membrane proteins in the structure of plasma membrane. So let's quickly remind what is plasma membrane structure. So plasma membrane having fluid mosaic model structure given by Sengers and Nicholson in 1972, which is made up of lipid bilayer and some of the protein in the lipid bilayer. In the last video, we learned about the structure of lipid bilayer, which is made up of phospholipids and some glycoproteins and sterols in the plasma membrane structure. In this video, we going to learn about the protein. So, how the protein is embedded in the lipid bilayer, or how the protein is state in the plasma membrane structure, what it's going to be the position of the protein in the lipid bilayer of the plasma membrane, what its names and how it's get the position in the plasma membrane. So let's learn about the membrane protein, which is very important for the plasma membrane because it's going to call the selective membrane because of membrane protein, because the membrane protein is important for the movement of molecules throughout the plasma membrane. So it's called selective permeable membrane of plasma. That's why the membrane protein is the most important part of the plasma membrane. So the plasma membrane protein are four types like peripheral protein, integral protein, transmembrane protein, lipid link protein are the some types of protein are given in the membrane protein. So let's look towards the membrane proteins. So membrane protein are responsible for the most of the dynamic process carried out by membranes, like the transfer of molecules throughout the plasma membrane. Most membrane protein can be classified as either peripheral or integral. So the membrane protein is classified into two types, peripheral or integral. Many of the protein associated with the membrane can be released from membrane by relatively gentle extraction procedure, such as the exposure to the solutions of very high or low ionic strength or of extreme pH. This procedure interferes with the weak non-covalent interaction between protein-protein or protein membrane lipid, but leave the lipid bilayer intact. These proteins are referred to as peripheral protein, or it's also called extrinsic proteins. So throughout gentle extraction procedure with the ionic solution at an extreme pH, which interfere with the weak non-covalent interaction between the protein and lipid membrane, the protein which are extracted easily are called peripheral protein because it's abundant upon the periphery of the plasma membrane, so it's going to be easily gently extracted by the procedure, or it's also called extrinsic proteins. These proteins are bound to membranes preliminary by electrostatic and hydrogen bond interaction and do not interact with the hydrophobic core of the phospholipid bilayer. So, we know about the phospholipid bilayer structure. The inner tail, which is hydrophobic, it's not going to be interact with the peripheral protein. They are usually bound to the membrane indirectly by interaction with the integral membrane protein or directly by interaction with the lipid polar head group. So it's going to be attached with the lipid polar head groups. Most peripheral proteins are soluble in aqueous solution. So it's easily soluble in aqueous solution. Here are some examples of peripheral proteins. Pectin and encrine are very common example of peripheral protein present in the membrane of RBCs. Pectin and encrine membrane protein help determine the shape and flexibility of the RBC. So, this peripheral protein also give the shape and flexibility of any kind of specific cells. Now let's talk about integral protein. So the proteins that are held in the lipid bilayer very tightly and cannot be released by relatively gentle extraction process are called integral proteins or intrinsic proteins, which are whole abundant in the lipid bilayer structure. Integral membrane protein are mostly transmembrane protein which have one or more segregate that are abundant in the phospholipid bilayer. Transmembrane protein contain non-polar amino acid residue with the hydrophobic side chain that interact with fatty acyl group of the membrane phospholipid, thus anchoring the protein to the membrane. All transmembrane protein are amipathic. Amipathic means they having the hydrophilic and hydrophobic both nature in the one structure. So it's called any structure which having the both characteristic of hydrophobic and hydrophilic, it's going to called amipathic. So all the transmembrane protein are amipathic. So as you all know, the transmembrane protein is embedded throughout the lipid bilayer. So it's having the amipathic nature naturally because it's throughout the contact with the hydrophilic head and hydrophobic tail of the lipid bilayer. So it's going to have contact between two of them. So it's naturally having the amipathic in the nature. The transmembrane may be single pass or multi-pass. So it's having two type of nature like monotopy or polytopy, means it's either single pass way or multi-pass way. So now talk about lipid link protein. As per the name, you know that the membrane protein which are covalently bound to lipid molecule are called lipid link or lipid anchored membrane protein. So the membrane protein bound with the lipid or link with the lipid are called lipid link protein. Let's move toward the diagrammatic form of membrane protein. So here is the phospholipid bilayer structure made up of phospholipid, and here is the peripheral membrane protein which is bound with the hydrophilic head of phospholipids which are not having in the contact of hydrophobic tails of lipid bilayer. Here is the integral membrane protein which are whole abundant throughout the phospholipid bilayer, which having amipathic in nature because it's going to have a contact with the hydrophilic head and hydrophobic tail of phospholipid structure. And here is the integral membrane protein, also called transmembrane protein, which having single pass or multiple pass ways. Now here is the lipid anchor protein or also called lipid link membrane protein. Here you can see the protein have the contact or link with the lipid chain, so it's going to call the lipid anchor protein. So it's all about the membrane protein. So I hope you all clear about the plasma membrane. So let's quickly rewind it. So the plasma membrane is made up of lipid bilayer and some protein molecules. The plasma membrane have a hydrophilic head and hydrophobic tail made up of phospholipids, some glycolipids and sterol also present in the phospholipid bilayer. And in this video we learn about some membrane protein which are two types, peripheral and integral membrane protein. Peripheral membrane protein bound with the hydrophilic head of the phospholipid bilayer, and integral protein is having contact with the hydrophilic head and hydrophobic tail because it's throughout embedded in the lipid bilayer, and some protein having link with or covalently bound with some lipid molecules are called lipid link membrane protein. So it's all about the membrane protein of the plasma membrane. I hope you all know all about the structure of plasma membrane, which is made up of membrane proteins and lipid bilayers. Lipid bilayers having the amiphatic in nature and two types of protein like integral protein and peripheral proteins and lipid links protein. I hope all you clear about the whole structure of plasma membrane with the course of the plasma membrane from the cell biology topic. Thank you so much.